All right, welcome to another edition of the 24th Floor. We just wrapped up week 2 of the high school football season. There were some big wins all across the board, which takes us to how we start each and every show. Of course, we're talking about the big idea. Send it over to my guy, Richard Denson, for today's big idea. Richard?
That's right, Ruben. It's really one thing I can say. How about them Tigers? So nice they had to do it twice. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Staring down an 0-2 start to the season for the first time in 23 years. The Whitehaven Tigers went into a raucous Landers Field, took on the back-to-back Blue Cross Bowl participants. Yeah, the Houston Mustangs. Yes, the mighty, mighty Mustangs. And they beat them for the second straight season, and they did it mainly on the strength of a 33-point second quarter led by their seniors, quarterback Jaden Thomas, running back Christopher Talley, and wideout Cameron Jackson. The three combined for 473 yards of total offense as the Tigers beat Houston 41-35.
So a barn burner, to say the least. That's a lot of point scores and Madden numbers right there. And here on the 24th floor to chat it up about that win and, of course, their next game, which will be this week's Game of the Week. We've got the head coach of the Whitehaven Tigers, Mr. Rod Salisbury Sr. Everybody clap for him. Let's go. Coach, thanks for your time. Appreciate you coming in and taking the time to talk high school football.
All right, thanks for having me, Ruben.
So let's get into it. I mean, last week's win, Richard was there.
Yeah.
He texted me, he called me, said, man, I got the highlights, bro.
Definitely.
So lots of points scored.
Oh, it's definitely a lot of points scored. The third quarter was exciting, and then we took advantage of some opportunities there, but we made it a little too close at the end and made it, again. So we just got to finish the game a little bit stronger to make sure the game's not so tight at the end.
So a takeaway that I had from being out there was, like I talked about, those seniors, your quarterback, Jaden Thomas, your running back, Christopher Talley, your wideout, Cam Jackson. It felt like it was a heavyweight bout. Like yes. Houston would score, and then y'all would score. Then Houston would score, and then y'all would score. So y'all were like trading punches until that second quarter. I guess the guys were like, you know what, let's push ahead even more.
Oh, definitely. Those guys responded very, very well, and that's what we expect from them to do as seniors. Those guys are seasoned veterans. It's third year starting for most of them. Again, so our senior class, it's like 19 of those guys, but a lot of those guys have been playing since they were sophomores. So we're really excited about the experience that they have and what they can do on the football field.
19 seniors, that's a lot of seniors. And even if all 19 of them aren't playing, you're talking about 19 guys who've been in the program, who know how to set examples and lead even in that locker room.
Oh, definitely. It makes a difference when you have that strong leadership core. And again, for us, 19 is a little smaller number for a senior class, but those 19 guys have experience and they're bought into the program, bought into the system that we put in place at Whitehaven.
Now, it's not easy to go into Houston in Landers Field. Like we said, they had the renovations in the offseason. As you know, it's a raucous environment. They got the flags going around. It's all black and white. But
they had that fire and stuff going on.
You beat them twice, Coach. 2 straight seasons. We're talking about a team that played for it all the past 2 seasons. How big was that for not only for you, but for the team to be like, we got these guys' numbers?
Well, it's about expectation. You set the proper expectation, and we plan and we expect to win, so you have to prepare for it. So, again, hat goes off to Coach Thomas. He does a great job. They've been doing a great job with the program over there. Again, we've just been able to play well, So the key is to not get too high with the high, too low with the lows, and understand it's just another big-time victory for us. But we have to keep on rolling because you don't get any breaks with our schedule. You have to keep coming every single week.
You just said something that I always key on, is you don't get too high and you don't get too low, because before you know it, you got another team rolling in, ready to go. And that's what we're going to talk about now is this week. Yeah, Houston, that's a great win.
Yes.
But you got your hands full this week.
Oh, definitely. Again, we rekindling old rivalry. Again, the neighborhood rivalry. We say just across the track rivalry with our neighborhood rival, Fairley. We hadn't played in a while, so getting that back, the neighborhood is excited. Again, we just always like the spirit of what it is. Again, even when I played back in the day, that rivalry was something that always kept us heated and kept us engaged in the community. So we're looking forward to a great game this week.
What are some things that stand out to you about Fairley? It will be, for us, our first time to get a chance to look at them. From me doing my research, they're the number 6 team in Class 2A. They're a team with title aspirations themselves. What stands out to you about them?
Well, Coach Copeland's done a great job. Again, historically, they've done a great job. Again, as I say, we're neighborhood rivals. Again, I live in the area, and we grew up in the neighborhood. So those guys play hard, and they're indicative of the grit, grind, whole mentality that we have in Memphis, you know, and the neighborhood, again, from where I come from. Again, we play hard. They play hard. Coach Copeland done a great job. Those guys play hard, fast, physical football, and they've been doing a great job. So we're excited about it, rekindling the rivalry and just showing what it's all about in the Whitehaven area.
So, Coach, do you want to give away any trick plays or secret recipes you got? Not that Coach Copeland is not standing right across the room. Any secrets you want to divulge real quick?
Oh, definitely. We just want to play sound, fundamental football and just play some physical football. And just look forward to an exciting game. And we're excited about it. Just, hey, no, we got to give away any secrets, but just, sound, fundamental football. Run, block, tackle.
He has his notepad and his pen out over there just in case you tell him what he needs to know before the game gets rolling. All right, we're going to take our first break. Coach, thank you so much for your time. We are looking forward to it. That is our game of the week this Friday.
Yes.
Fairley and Whitehaven. Like you said, it's a neighborhood rivalry.
Yes.
We're going to be there watching, front row.
Hey, can't wait.
Are you guys cooking or anything over there? Come on.
He always talking about food.
I like to
I'm
eat.
pretty sure some tailgate, it'll be some smoke in the air in the neighborhood.
All right, so listen, while we're on the air.
Think about his food.
Let's take a second and let's make some priorities here.
Yes.
We got to eat before we play, right?
And you don't see, the thing is, he never bring me no food back. He don't never bring me no food
each
back.
man for themselves out here. It's a wild, wild west.
Man,
I'm going to be looking for you Friday, and we're going to make sure there's some food. Somebody from Whitehaven need to be cooking some food. Somebody from Fairley need to be cooking some food. It's right there.
The game is at
It's
Fairley.
a neighborhood rivalry. They're both going to be there cooking.
Talking about at
It's
Whitehaven,
across
the game
the
is at
street.
Fairley.
It's across the street.
Yeah,
All right.
around the corner.
It's around the corner.
Around the
All right.
corner.
Here we go. So we'll be back with much more about this week's game of the week, including that right there, the man himself. Our quick break. We come back. We're going to dig deeper into the game of the week. Look at it. Look how serious he looks. Fairley coach Fred Copeland got that serious face on. He's looking at you, Coach. That's what that's about.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with ABC24 and 24+. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on 24+. The 24+ TV app, streaming 24/7 local news from the team you trust on your time.
Rain showers through the day today, and we're starting.
Track how the weather will impact your day.
Rain coming in tonight into tomorrow.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news, live from the scene. Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. 24+, complete coverage of your local news, weather, and more.
Here comes our first batch of rain.
Some severe thunderstorms and even several tornado warnings.
I think the bigger issue is going to be the wind gusts. So you start getting some branches knocked around. You could definitely see some power outages today. The storms could pack a punch.
It's not just the thunderstorms, it's the fact that this low pressure is so strong.
How big that storm system was.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on 24+. Download on your TV and watch for free. When news breaks, watch 24+. See the story as it's happening. Be on the scene faster than ever before. Live updates from the team you trust. Stream breaking news on 24+. Download free on your TV now.
All right, welcome back. We just got done talking to Whitehaven's head coach. Now we thought we'd better go ahead and bring in the opposition on that one for this Friday. Fred Copeland joining us, the coach at Fairley. Coach, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm
Good.
feeling good. We're restoring a rivalry that's been around for 50-something years. It hadn't been played since maybe 2013, but we're bringing it back to the Whitehaven community.
How exciting is that, to be able to bring that back to the Whitehaven community?
People are definitely talking about it. We're expecting a sold-out crowd, standing room only. It's just exciting, for the 38116, 38109, to bring this back.
So, Coach, looking at this highlight here, fun fact, this was my first high school football game in Memphis that I shot last year when y'all, beat the snot out of St. George. And I remember you talk about being a packed house. Now, I know it was like the start of the season and it wasn't a lot of people, but I remember talking to people in the crowd. They was like, nah, man, you just keep coming around. it's going to be a lot of people there. And so that's something that I obviously noticed as I covered you all throughout the season. And, you know, J.P. Freeman Stadium, that's where y'all play, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
so, I mean, that's kind of an environment that I really like being in because it kind of reminds me about when I was in high school, because I'm from the Atlanta area. So a lot of similarities that from what I grew up, I see what you are. Talk to me a little bit about kind of what you expect. I mean, you said standing room only. What you kind of expect from this Friday's game?
Yeah, man, this week it'll be people all around, you know, all around stands, all around the field, fish in the air, grills going. I mean, it will be the Southern Heritage Classic of Memphis. This is the oldest. Comp. Yeah, this is the oldest rivalry known to man in the city of Memphis. Yes, sir.
He said fish in the air, grills. Yeah. We're gonna talk football first.
Right,
that's what we need to talk about. Talk about your squad this year. How do you feel about your what is it, 1-1 right now? How do you feel right now about where your squad is currently in the season?
I feel like we're fine. You know, we dropped one last week.
A close one too, though.
Close one, yep, 14-12. Yep, against Melrose, good Melrose team. But we're fine. We're refocused. We're ironing out. We got our senior quarterback, Andrew Johnson, that's a 4-year starter back for us with some weapons, you know, anchoring the offense. I feel like we'll be fine. We're ready for Friday. The kids are pumped. They're definitely pumped.
Do you think coming off that loss, since it was a close one, that, you know, guys aren't too down on themselves because it's like we're right at it? So it's like a quick, you got to have short memory, you know, in football season. But having that opportunity to be back at home. I mean, I know last week y'all were at home, but quick memory to be able to be like, all right, let's get right against Whitehaven, especially a rivalry game.
Right. It definitely stings. You know, we definitely want to be 2-0 going into this game, but just because the kids know each other, Coach Salisbury is a pillar in the community. I mean, we got to get right back up for this one. So this is the game on the schedule, that circle. So this is that rivalry. So I think we'll be ready to go here come Friday night at 7 o'clock at John P. Freeman.
What has to get cleaned up? Because in a game like that, 14-12, you know, you watched that film and you said, man, if we'd have just done this, this, or this, we'd have won. Mistakes.
Too many my bads. Just missed assignments here and there. My bad, coach. You know, and when you're playing a team like Whitehaven, as large as they are, coming off a win, you know, against former state runner-up Houston, I mean, you can't have mistakes. It's got to be cleaned up. Everything has to be to the T. So we're just making sure we're perfect all week, making sure we're perfect.
I always tell people you only get so many my bads. You know, you got 11 guys on offense. If every dude, and 11 guys on defense, if every dude has 2 my bads, think about how many my bads that is in a game.
Enough my bads make you lose. Right.
Now, you all are a team that have title aspirations. If you look at previous seasons, you've been like right on striking distance of being able to win it all. I mean, last year getting put out in the semifinals. What excites you about this season that makes you feel like, obviously it's got a long season ahead, but just on paper, what excites you about thinking that this team could be the team that gets through?
We got a lot of kids that's been playing for 4 years. So we got some kids.
With the quarterback.
Yes, our quarterback, right. Starting with our quarterback. We got some guys up front that knows what it's like to have that success in the state semifinal game. So it's just, you know, making sure that we stay on. You know, they know what it feels like to have that 5-point loss in the state semifinal game. So just riding those seniors to this way, even to this game here, just riding those seniors that's done it for us in the past to just stay on track.
Now, one thing I do got to ask real quick, because it's something that I remember from last season. Y'all had fireworks.
Yes.
Are you going to have fireworks for this game against Whitehaven? I love it.
Yeah, there will be fireworks at John P. Freeman to start this thing off. Yeah.
So, Coach, when you look at, you know, 6A versus 2A, do you feel like depth might be the biggest obstacle you may have to deal with this week?
Yeah, there's definitely some depth issues. We just got to make sure that we're doing what we can to preserve, you know, what we do, not trying to give too much away, but just making sure we're keeping our guys fresh every chance we get to kind of be able to hold, because they're a school that have, you know, they got 1,500 kids. We got 400, right?
Yeah, that's a huge difference.
But yeah, definitely. But, you know, football is football, so we got to strap it on and play. The expectation is to win.
I love that. Football is football. We got to strap it on and play.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, so we've talked about the on the field, kind of what you're expecting and what we can look for. Now we got to talk about, you know, really something I think really sets the tone for everything. everything, and that's who's going to be cooking.
Oh, my.
Who's going to be cooking out there?
Yeah. So
Friday. And do I need to come find you personally to get that plate?
I'll make sure they know you're coming. I'll make sure they know the fish, the grills, the turkey legs, all that will be going in the air.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So now that it's been said on the air, it's official. You can't back out of it now.
Yes, sir.
Talking
Yes,
about
sir.
his food, bro.
Food. There's no food like Whitehaven's food.
Hey, man, all I'm asking is, can you bring me a plate? I'll be doing you a favor by getting the highlights, like last week with the Houston and Whitehaven.
I'll tell you what, this week I'll bring you a dirty napkin so you can smell what the food looks like.
You see how he be doing?
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
I'm the man. See, I'm the man who be behind the scenes.
We'll make sure we take care of you.
Thank you,
Yeah,
man.
make sure
Come
we take
on.
care of you.
Yeah, I'll send you a wish and a prayer, brother, but you, you wish you were here and pray for it next time. All right, Coach, thank you so much for your time. I'm looking so forward to this game. I know Rich is too. You plan on being out there as well?
Yeah.
If you can get out there, right?
Yeah, I'm going to try to, you know.
It's going to be a good one.
Make sure I get some food because you ain't going to give me no food.
I'll make sure they don't let him in.
I always get in, brother. Best believe I'm going to always get in.
As Denzel said, what? I'm leaving with some.
Exactly. There we go. I'm leaving with. And see, speaking of that, let's get on to our 901 bet segment because, as you know, I'm leaving here with something. I'm going to tell you my head of the line, and I'm going to tell you your latest bankroll basics. Stay with us.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with ABC24 and 24 Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on 24 Plus. The 24 Plus TV app, streaming 24/7 local news from the team you trust on your time.
Rain showers through the day today, and we're starting.
Track how the weather will impact your day.
Rain coming in tonight into tomorrow.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news, live from the scene. Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. 24 Plus, complete coverage of your local news, weather, and more.
Here comes our first batch of rain.
Some severe thunderstorms and even several tornado warnings.
I think the bigger issue is going to be the wind gusts. So you start getting some branches knocked around. You could definitely see some power outages today. The storms could pack a punch.
It's not just the thunderstorms, it's the fact that this low pressure is so strong.
How big that storm system was.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on 24 Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. When news breaks, watch 24 Plus. See the story as it's happening. Be on the scene faster than ever before. Live updates from the team you trust. Stream breaking news on 24 Plus. Download free on your TV now.
What up, and welcome to the 901 Bets. Think of this as sports betting for dummies right here in Memphis. Now, before we get rolling, let's throw up that disclaimer. And folks, if gambling has become a problem, hit that Tennessee Gambling Hotline, that number right on your screen, 800-889-9789. All right, y'all, let's break down today's bankroll basics. We're talking about a long shot, or as folks in the betting world like to call it, a lotto. So what's that mean? A long shot is a bet on somebody or some team that doesn't have much of a chance to win. The odds are stacked against them, but if they do pull it off, the payout can be huge. Think about it like this. If the Grizzlies are facing off against a powerhouse like the Oklahoma City Thunder, and Memphis is missing Ja, Jaren, and half the bench, betting the Grizzlies to win that night would be a long shot. You could even throw some props in there, like a Zach Edey three-pointer or Santi Aldama making 4 threes to make it even more juicy. Chances of all that hitting are slim, but if it hits, oh, your wallet's going to be smiling. So let's give a football example. Picture the Tigers going up against someone like Ohio State. Memphis might be a double-digit underdog in that one, and I'm pretty sure they would be. Now, putting money on the Tigers in that game, that's a shot bet. You could make it more of a lotto by finding 4 other games and just betting the underdogs. Not likely it'll hit, but the payout would be juicy if they shock the world. So remember, long shots are risky. You're not betting the rent money here, but if you got a few dollars to spare and want to take a swing for the fences, a long shot can feel like scratching off a lottery ticket. That's why they call it Lotto. All right, y'all, let's get ahead of the line. Today, I'm rocking with LSU quarterback Garrett Nussmeier to win the Heisman at plus 800 odds. Now, let's just start with what we just saw. Against Clemson, he went 28 for 38, threw for 230 yards and a touchdown, and most importantly, he led LSU to a comeback win over the 4th-ranked team in the country. That right there, folks, a statement game. And here's what stands out. He got stronger as the night went on. In the second half alone, he threw for 134 of those yards and led 2 touchdown drives. That's the kind of poise and playmaking you need in the Heisman campaign. Now, don't forget, folks, this is the same LSU program that's produced recent Heisman quarterbacks, Joe Burrow in 2019 and Jaden Daniels, my guy, in 2023. Nussmeier has that kind of stage in front of him, especially after throwing over 4,000 yards last year in his first season as a starter. So at plus 800, that's the value right there. He's got the stats, he's got the spotlight, and if LSU keeps winning, that Heisman case is only going to get stronger. That's why I like him at those plus 800 odds. So if you're looking for a Heisman future with some juice, right here, Garrett Nussmeier, he might just be your guy. Now that we've been doing this for a couple of weeks, let's get you more involved. You got any questions about anything in the betting world? Want to show off your betting slip? Want to just give me your 2 cents? Or actually have me give you my 2 cents on a bet you're thinking about? Well, you can @ me on X at RD2Sports. You can use the hashtag ABC24Floor, or you can text us at the number on your screen, 901-321-7520. And just a reminder, folks, this content is for entertainment purposes only. ABC24 and its affiliates do not encourage gambling. Viewer discretion is advised. Any betting decisions you make are solely your responsibility. We are not responsible for any financial losses or wins resulting from information presented on this program. Time for a quick break. We're back after this.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with ABC24 and 24+. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on 24+. The 24+ TV app, streaming 24/7 local news from the team you trust on your time.
Rain showers through the day today, and we're starting.
Track how the weather will impact your day.
Rain coming in tonight into tomorrow.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news, live from the scene. Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. 24+, complete coverage of your local news, weather, and more.
Here comes our first batch of rain.
Some severe thunderstorms and even several tornado warnings.
I think the bigger issue is going to be the wind gusts. So you start getting some branches knocked around. You could definitely see some power outages today. Those storms could pack a punch.
It's not just the thunderstorms, it's the fact that this low pressure is so strong.
That's how big that storm system was.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on 24+. Download on your TV and watch for free. When news breaks, watch 24+. See the story as it's happening. Be on the scene, faster than ever before. Live updates from the team you trust. Stream breaking news on 24+. Download free on your TV now.
The best thing I saw, Ruben, was right here, Miami, C.J. Daniels snatching a touchdown from the jaws of a turnover. Look at that one-handed grab in the second quarter, right before halftime against Notre Dame. Obviously, Miami went on to win this game, which you could have caught right here on ABC24. You see that plug that I did there?
You did that. That's a plug. And that's some Odell Beckham Jr. type stuff. When I saw that, yeah, my sons are big football guys too. They were just, everybody's jaw dropped.
I texted you about the play.
Yes, you texted me and I said we just watched it. Like we were just watching that game live because we watch a lot of college football at the house. So, but how about Miami replacing Cam Ward?
It's all about the U.
Replacing Cam Ward You know,
Carson Beck.
Carson Beck comes in from Georgia, and they don't skip a beat.
You know, he got something to prove, a little chip on his shoulder. Now, I was watching the post game for that, and he was saying, like, he's happy to be in a place where he feels appreciated and he's happy. I was like, what are you talking about?
Come on, bro.
Like, dude, you won a natty. You won an Orange Bowl. You were SEC champion. Well, I don't think they won a natty when he was there, but they definitely won the SEC when he was there. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what is this problem? Anyway, good, spectacular grab from C.J. Denson.
A good wide receiver makes a quarterback look great. What about the best thing I saw? It's kind of the opposite of what your best thing. The best thing I saw, Alabama getting ran through by Florida State, and this fan from Alabama showing everybody exactly how he feels about it. I felt bad for the crew on ABC. They were trying to get fan reaction during the game, and this guy said, that's for you and your whole family.
Well, you know, if I was a Bama fan, that's how I would be feeling too, because I did not think that they were going to look so bad against Florida State. Like, I mean, I know
This
Florida
poor
State
guy.
had a lot.
Look at his face. Just no, nothing said. I'm not a Bama hater by any means. I'm not a Bama hater.
I am. But I like Kalen DeBoer, though.
You better like him on the unemployment line.
I'm a Bama hater. I can't stand them. So it actually did me joy that they lost. But I didn't think it would look like that. I didn't think it would be this early. You know what I'm saying?
Kalen DeBoer has not lived up to the stat. I mean, but those are huge shoes to fill, right?
I know.
Like, those are clown shoes you got to try to fill with infant feet, and that's almost impossible to do. So depending on how much grace they're willing to give him, and I don't think there's going to be much left because you just lost to unranked Florida State.
Well, you know what? I got to make this about Atlanta, Ruben, because you know Kalen DeBoer used to be the head coach at Washington. And then you know he used to be the offensive coordinator at Indiana. Do you know who the quarterback for Kalen DeBoer was?
No, who was quarterback for Kalen DeBoer?
Michael Penix Jr.
Oh.
Who's he the quarterback of?
So, but how is that? But what's that 17 degrees of separation matter at this point?
Follow me here.
Okay.
Michael Penix Jr. got Kalen DeBoer his bread because Michael Penix Jr. was balling out at Indiana. DeBoer got the job at Washington. Penix followed him to Washington, helped them get to the national championship game. And look, Michael Penix is killing it in the NFL. No more Penix, and DeBoer ain't good no more. So Penix made that man, Ruben. Just like he's going to make the Falcons a Super Bowl contender this year.
At some point, you got to get off of the Atlanta soapbox.
Dude.
And let's get, again, before we leave you today, just, if you're an Alabama fan, I'm sorry. I can't get enough of that one.
Penix made that man, and now do you know how much it would cost to get rid of DeBoer now?
Off Penix. Yeah, I saw
so
it.
So if he gets bought out, that money should be going to Michael Penix Jr.
I promise you somebody's trying to get that money together right now. That's going to do it for today's episode of 24
MPJ.
Shout out to everybody who made today's show possible. We're talking about all the people in the back.
Yes, our guy Jared Robinson, our guy Brooklyn High, their work behind the scenes putting this show together. We cannot thank you enough. Big shout out to Whitehaven's Rodney Salisbury Sr. and Fairley's Frederick Copeland for coming on the show today.
Yeah, it couldn't have been great without him. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you here back on the other side. Have a good one. You got to get off the Atlanta thing.
Why?
You got to let it go. Everything doesn't relate back to